What's up, money growers? Jacob back here with another video coming to you guys today talking about removing a hard inquiry from Experian, all right? And I'm going to show you guys with some images about how I did this and how quickly this can be done. And I was able to do this in under 24 hours, getting a hard inquiry taken off of my Experian credit report. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this, but hey, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I know a lot of you are active down in the comments section. Welcome back. Those of you that are so awesome, like, Mary and Nino and Paul and Corey and Winston, and those of you that are always down there, Tammy in the comments section, sharing your thoughts, answering questions for other people and that kind of thing. Thank you for being helpful. If you're new, welcome to the club. All right, we got an awesome crew of people here that help each other out down in the comments section. And I want to help you guys with this, okay? Because this was a little bit of a, I'd never done this before this time I'm about to share with you. So I'd seen some videos on it on YouTube, and I'd seen some different experiences people were having and how they explained how it went. And, I got the result I wanted. All right, I got it removed. That's why I'm sharing it with you guys. I got it removed in less than 24 hours. But it wasn't quite as difficult as some people made it seem to be when I was watching these videos on YouTube. Now, Experian does have some, decent articles here on the website from 2020 about what happens when you remove the hard inquiry from your credit report, all that kind of stuff, right? There's some good basic background info. So if you're brand new, it could be good to look at this kind of thing, familiarize yourself with hard inquiry versus soft inquiry and all that kind of thing. They also do have an article here about how to remove a hard inquiry from your credit report. Now, really it's just easy as calling the credit bureau. You guys call it as easy as calling them and ask them to do it. But some places between Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, I will say that Experian is probably the easiest. Okay, they are the easiest to get removed. TransUnion's the next easiest, or kind of a pain, and then Experian is the one who's Equifax is the one who's like, no. Equifax is the hard one to crack. So with Experian, I saw videos of people saying, hey, you call this number. And I'll actually put the number down in the description for you guys. I just went right to the fraud department. I didn't even waste time trying to go through the whole customer service. No, I just went right to the fraud department. Called them, spoke to them. Although this one I think I actually did go through the customer service line, but in the future I had another one. I went through the fraud department. And you just say, transfer me to the fraud department. You go to customer service, transfer me to the fraud department. I've seen some videos where people say they're not going to transfer you to the fraud department to to disputes. Originally you have to ask again. Then that person you're going to talk to is the first person they sent me to was in the fraud department. I asked them, I said, is this the fraud department? They said yes. So I just started talking. So that was one less step that I saw other people say they had to go through in videos. So I asked them to transfer me. I told them, I have this hard inquiry on my account. So I don't know what this is, where this came from, and I just told them, I said, I need to have this removed. So they will go through a bit of they'll read a few things to you saying, okay, you like to report this is fraud. You'd like to have this removed. You agreed to it, right? And you're going to confirm your identity over the phone, obviously. So they're going to ask you questions about your identity, personal information stuff you have to confirm and that kind of thing, so they know it's you. When it comes to this credit report, they will find the hard inquiry. You say, yes, that is the one I would like removed. Tell them you want it removed, and then they go through the process. And it's really pretty simple. They may put you on hold for a little bit to remove the whole thing, but some of the content I saw where people were saying the rep is going to say, oh no, we can't do that. And you have to say, no, yes you can, or yes you can. I need you to do this. Tell them I already sent in all these letters and all this kind of thing, and I don't know what you do with them. You lost the letters. Really playing hardball with the whole thing. For me, it wasn't like that. They didn't push back really hard at all. They did have to go through their process. You'd have to give me some disclosures and readings about saying, hey, we can remove this hard inquiry from your report. Your reporting is fraudulent. They did mention the whole thing about a police report, because I've heard people say that before in other experiences where they call and they want to remove a hard inquiry, and they say, okay, well, you have to have a police report to remove it. From other bureaus that I've spoken with, I've never known one to actually ask for a police report, but Experian did say okay, they said you need to follow up with a police report on this. So, which is interesting because they just remove it. They don't ask for the police reports. I think it's part of them as part of their disclosure of saying, maybe it's just to cover their ass in terms of liability, saying, okay, well, if you're really a victim of fraud, I think it's more like they would say it's a good idea to go to the police, but obviously, they can't force you to if you don't want to. It's as simple as making a phone call and having it removed. So, it comes to these hard inquiries. A lot of people like to do it because either a car dealership shops their credit around and puts a whole bunch of inquiries on their credit report, which has happened to everyone, including yours truly, or whatever it is. Okay, so there's reasons why you'd want to have it removed. Lots of people don't like it because it temporarily hurts their credit. So then it's just kind of annoying to have on there. You have to wait for them to fall off. of the credit report and that kind of thing. But I just called Experian. I said, transfer me to the fraud department or, to the dispute center. And I said, okay, I want this hard inquiry removed. I'm disputing this. And that was pretty much it. It was pretty as well as straightforward as that. And they did it. I'll put the shots on the screen here. You can see, I mean, I got all these messages. I kept getting double messages from Experian on this, basically saying, it was all on the same day. Like your dispute had been opened, it was updated, and like here's the resolution. It was like boom, 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 like it was done. And actually, it was I filed the whole thing, and because they say they have up to 30 days to do it. That's what it is. I think they say they have up to 30 days to get it resolved. So I was thinking it was going to take like, at least a week or two, at least a few days, a week, maybe 2 weeks. So I didn't check until weeks later, and I went into my Experian account and I actually paid for credit monitoring with Experian, which I thought may have impacted the fact they removed it so quickly for me because I'm a paying customer of theirs. I mean, I've got the highest package you can have. I think it's $240 a year or something for the credit monitoring. So I thought maybe that had impacted it a little bit, but later it doesn't seem like it has. From other people I've seen with their experience and that kind of thing, another experience I've had later with Experian, I don't think it matters at all if you're a customer of theirs for credit monitoring or if you're not a customer of theirs for credit monitoring. I don't think it makes one bit of difference. But you can see that I did it, and it was all in the same day. I mean, they filed the dispute, had an update for me, and had a resolution like that. So it's really about that simple. Experian, like I said, is the easiest of the three. Between them, TransUnion is probably the next easiest, and Equifax, who is like the hard one to get hard inquiries removed. So even though lots of places pull from Experian, lots of credit card companies seem to like to, lenders seem to like to pull Experian a lot. Even though they, it seems to, in my experience, be the most commonly used credit bureau when people are, when places are looking to pull your credits, getting a hard inquiry, at least it's the easiest to get those removed. Okay, so if you do have something happen where some dealership shops your credit, maybe a potential landlord runs a credit check that you didn't want them to, a place you end up not even moving into, if you do have to get those removed, Experian is going to be the easiest one. But that's really it. I mean, it is as straightforward as that. So if you guys had some experience like this with Experian, I'd like to hear about it. But I mean, it took less than 24 hours, and in reality, it probably took less than a few hours for this all to be done. I mean, their process was quick. It was smooth. I have to give them credit that it was a quick and easy and smooth process. But they did it for me. They removed the hard inquiry. Not a big deal. Not a huge sweat. So if you're like nervous about getting it removed, or if you're nervous about having to play hardball, you probably won't. Okay, they may push back a little bit, but you just tell them, look, I want this removed. I don't know where the heck this came from. This is a fraudulent inquiry on my credit report. I need it removed. Let them know. And then, within probably less than 24 hours, that's going to be removed from your credit report. So, guys, go ahead. Hopefully this information, my experience, was helpful for you. Then you guys are in this situation yourselves. If you've been through this, tell me about it down below, especially if you've been able to get a hard inquiry removed from Equifax or TransUnion, the other bureaus as well. I'd love to hear about those because, damn, those ones are definitely more challenging than Experian. But, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being so awesome. Please share your experience down below. And until next time, keep growing your money.